There we go. Hello, all. It's me again. I am back. Took a little hiatus, had to regroup, but Nataly Lorraine is back in business. All right. Just gonna make sure all my cards are the correct direction, and I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic start to your August. Now, July was a lot to deal with because of all the retrogrades that we experienced. But July was necessary in order for us to dig into those inner wounds, inner childhood wounds, or revisit things that we thought that we may have already healed from. Now, if you were able to do the shadow work that you needed to do, then August is going to be fantastic for you. Now, if you did not do the work, I'm not saying August is going to be bad for you, but it wouldn't be as fruitful as it would have been if you had taken the time to do the shadow work. Okay? Now, once again, I am offering personal readings at this time. I do not have any current specials. I offer 30 minutes for $50 US and an hour for $100 US, and then I will do a 6 months forecast for $200, and it will take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Now, if you are living in the United States of Mexico, my prices are 900 pesos for half hour and 1800 pesos for an hour. Okay, I do not currently speak fluent Spanish. I speak very little Spanish. I would say I don't speak Spanish. But if you are still interested in a reading, I will do my best to do a written reading so I can make sure that the grammar is okay. But at this time, all of my face-to-face or voice recorded readings are going to be predominantly in English, but I am learning Spanish, but I mean, I'm not going to become fluent overnight. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be more confident in my Spanish to offer readings in the best Spanish that I can. All right, so I think the cards are ready. I'm going to split them. I know some people hate when you shuffle on camera. It's okay. Oh, and also I am offering still readings for people in the special needs population, the families that are affected by, not affected, well, families that are affected by IDD and developmental disabilities. So just reach out to me. I'm a part of some Facebook groups. But if you know anyone that would benefit from this service, please send them my email. It is Nia, N-I-A, Eshe, E-S-H-E, healing @gmail.com. So we're going to get started, 3:33. All right, so this is going to be a reading for August. First thing out, core. This is a time for you to make sure, excuse me, that you are grounded. You should have done a lot of your grounding work in July, but you're never done with it. So just keep doing your grounding work. Because of that, this particular person is like fulfilled. I'm reading that this person is fulfilled. This person is receiving. I'll put it back up again. You see how like the third eye is kind of highlighted there? Your third eye is open. You are receiving messages, and you can kind of say that's the crown chakra as well. The entire body is lit up. That means that this person is completely tapped into their higher self, and they are receiving the messages that Spirit has for them. Now, August is going to be a great month, and I'm not saying that because July was a little crazy. It just is. It's in the cards. Literally in the cards. Second, potential. This means that all of your dreams and desires, they are being, manifested. They are being manifested. They have shifted from being potential things to actuality. But that does not mean that you can relax. That means that you still need to keep putting in the work, be consistent. If you are looking at having partnerships for people, this is a good time to solidify those contracts now that we are out of Mercury retrograde. But I would hold off on them until maybe the end of next week. But if you have read thoroughly through your contracts and whatnot and you feel like it's a good move, you can sign now, because we cannot stop our lives when Mercury is in retrograde. That's 20% of the year. I don't know about you, but I don't have 20% of my year to just be chilling. But yes, this is the time to solidify those partnerships and merge, because it's all about, August is about community and community building. So if you're a person, ants, man, if you're a person that likes to be more introverted and stay in the house, this is not the time to do that. This is the time for you to get out and experience new things, new places, new people. This is going to help with whatever you're trying to do. Now, July was a very reflective mode for a lot of people, and it's going to be hard for them to get out of that mindset. But you have to, because July was for reflection, August is for expansion. Like I said, stretch card. You're going to be stretched to your new heights, okay? So if you're looking at taking on new projects, this is the time to do it. Leo season. Leos, if you have any Leos in your life, you know that they are normally very, very outgoing, and they like to be the center of attention. And this is the energy that all of us can encompass in this month. This is the time to be bold. This is the time to be outgoing. This is the time to really be confident in yourself and the things that you are taking on. Because if you carry that energy, you will attract that energy back to you. And I don't know about you, but I want to attract all the great things in my life. So I will encompass that Leo energy. I'm going to take both of them. So fourth card out is brilliance. This particular card speaks to you knowing what you want out of life and taking it. I don't know how else to say it. This is not like you sitting at home and you're like, oh my God, universe, I really want a man, or I really want to find this house that I'm looking for. This is like, no, universe, I know I'm gonna have this house. I know this man is coming. I know it's coming. I'm not even gonna worry about it. And also make sure that you are experiencing a great deal of gratitude. If you're not a person that is already secure in what you have, you're going to have some struggles attracting new things that you have been wanting, okay? So this is the time to take it. It's yours. You done put in the groundwork from January to July, and it's time to just take it by storm, all right? And also, if you, I'm getting a lot of motherly energy from this. So if someone out there is watching this, if you are thinking about bearing children, this is a good season for you to do so. So start tracking your calendars, or start having sex on your fertile days, or however you want to do that. This is a good season for you to become pregnant. And pregnancy can be, of course, with actual children, or pregnancy means like birth to a new project as well, like on the business side, or a new stage of life. Last card I got was rediscovery. Now, this is tapping into your truest self. You've already rediscovered this person in July. This is your inner child. It's time to let that particular person be free. This is the time to be vulnerable. If you are the kind of person that likes to, keep your, like if you play spades, I like to play spades. And I'm really bad at this, but sometimes I kind of let my cards down a little bit, and then sometimes people can see what I have. You're supposed to keep them like this, but this is not the season. It's okay to show your cards a little bit, but show them to the right people. Show them to the people that can help you, okay? You are not going to be able to get anything in life that you truly want without partnership. Somebody needs to hear that. I'm going to say it again. You cannot get anywhere you truly want to be without what? Partnership. I don't know where this energy is coming from, guys, but I am just in it, okay? I'm going to go with it. So you need to rediscover that. Let that not rediscover. You need to let that inner child out, that one that's very trusting of people, that one that is very innocent, that one that believes in the best in people, the one that can spot out the good and the bad. I don't know if you've ever been around children, and while children are very innocent, they are good bullshit detectors, okay? It is Children will gravitate to people that are being genuine and honest with themselves. So let your inner child guide you towards people that are genuine and authentic, okay? And those people are not going to have ill intent, and they're not going to break you down. The problem has been in the past is that you have been attracting people that your inner child would be like, no, ma'am. But if your inner child was broken, then you would attract those people with those same broken parts. But now that you've done your shadow work with your inner child, that inner child is more trusting now. She's going to, or he, or they will attract people that reflect this new resurgence of energy that you have. Okay? Don't be afraid to let people in. All right? And so, we don't have to make this, summer is almost over. We don't have to make this a hot girl summer. I kind of see that as being someone that is not fully invested in people. It's kind of like you fly by night, or you're only investing in temporary satisfaction. That's not what this is about. This is about long-term investments. You will have people coming in within the next couple of months. I say August, September, October. I like to look at it as the Holy Trinity coming up for us. So you're going to be attracting people, places, and things that will be able to carry you into 2020. 2020 is also a continuation of manifestation. People that are doing their work in 2019, honey, will love 2020. And it's August. We got August, September, October, November, December. We still have 5 more months left, so let's get it. But your abundance will start this year, unless you still got more healing to do, unless you're still deep in the shadow work. If you're doing your shadow work in July, that doesn't mean you just stop it in August. But, you'll know. Go with the flow. Don't resist the work. Go with it. Sometimes we have times of dormancy, and we're just chilling, and we're doing a lot of introspection. And then we have times of activity where we're moving, we're growing, we're mingling, we're doing that. August, the energy that I get, the energy I have right now, it's like we moving. We don't have time to be sitting at home soaking about, oh my gosh, I made an investment in February and it didn't go well, or oh my gosh, I was dating that person in March and we broke up over the summer. We don't have time for that. This is the time for us to breathe in, to take in the new energy, the energy of this harvest season that is coming towards us, because this is the time. You started in the summer. If you were doing the work, you start seeing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like ooh, just little jewels were being dropped, and a lot of downloads. All right, let's see what else Spirit has. I don't think this is going to be a long reading, but we'll see. And this is, like I said, this applies to anybody. It's all signs, it's all people, it's all everything. Once again, clarity came out. There's going to be a lot of clarity coming around for everybody. Because if you did your healing, you did your shadow work, it's going to be very apparent for you in the coming weeks, the coming months, of the rest of this year, what is for you and what is not. And your spirit is not going to let you lie to yourself, okay? And because of that, you're going to be forming new bonds, new permanent bonds. I want to say it like that. The people that are coming in your life and things that are coming in your life in the next couple months, they are permanent. The only way that they're going to be non-permanent is if you allow them to be, and you attract and reflect, or not regress and bring in your old patterns of behavior into your new things. Okay, but we don't have time for that. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Sorry. We don't have time for that. We have time for growth and prosperity. Okay, and I'm not just talking. Excuse me. I'm not just talking about money. A lot of people think that abundance has to do with just money. It does not. Abundance have to do with your physical health. It has to do with your inner peace. It has to do with your relationships, your community. Those are all dealing with abundance because they all feed off of the same energy. Abundance, you won't just be abundant in one area and not abundant in others unless you still have some inner healing to do. But when you're tapped in, it will come. Just accept it and get away from that self-doubt. That self-doubt because you don't see it. The whole thing about faith is you don't need to see it. Okay? You just have to know it. Okay? Move from I don't see, so it's not happening. Know it. Forget any of that seeing. Oh, I gotta see it. Okay, seeing means that it's already happened. I mean, your sight is late. Your reality is late. The reality starts way before you see it, if that makes sense. Your eyes see things late. Your inner being sees things as they start. They saw it 6 years ago when you got the idea. And everything stacked upon you in the next couple of years, is manifested. Just like you didn't just wake up one day and decide that you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer or an artist. You started from a child. You started from seeing something that maybe seeing someone in that field that gathered your interest. I know for me, being a teacher, I saw I was around, I have a lot of teachers in my family, and I was around them, listening to them talk about helping children and the bonds that they have with kids, and that sparked my interest. And here I am, almost 30, and I've always been walking in that path. I didn't see it at, like, let's say 5 or 6 when I'm listening to these conversations, that I would be in the classroom, or that I would go to school, or that I would teach, abroad, or any of that stuff. I didn't see none of that. But that reality was already in place because it was written for me. The reality started inside my inner being. My inner being was like, okay, girl, you want to be a teacher? We know. Let me show you how it's going to go. But I only was able to see a couple steps ahead. But I knew that I was going to accomplish that goal no matter what. And even though it has shifted or it has transmuted in a different way, still a teacher. Same thing with you. You don't have to see the reality. If you say you're going to be a business owner, you're going to be a business owner. If you say that you're going to be a wife and a mother, you're going to be a wife and a mother. The reality starts within, with your faith, okay? The 2 cards that came out, this is fragments. A lot of us have a little bit of that old stuff lingering. Like I said, we just came out of doing this shadow work in July. But this shadow work has been something that you kind of been dealing with for the whole beginning of the year. Just the bulk of it, just to kind of test you, like, are you serious about it, came in July. Okay? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay? Leave those fragments alone. Don't try to build new houses with broken bricks, okay? Because your house is going to what? Fall down. We don't even have time for broken houses. We only have time for building great structures, okay? Build with new blocks. Make your new bricks. I live in Mexico, and I see them literally making bricks. I've seen them, you mix up the cement or concrete or whatever they use down here, mainly concrete, and they put the bricks down, and they lay them. And if it's not always smooth and perfect, guess what? They don't put them on the foundation, because all it takes is one broken brick to create a line in the rest of the foundation. You don't think that one brick will make a difference, but it will. Okay? So inspect your bricks, the bricks that you're building these new houses with, honey. Make sure they don't have any cracks. It's not, throw some more wet cement on it. Seal up the crack. You don't have to throw the brick away. Make it right. Add your extra foundation on top so that brick is solid, okay? But if it's broken to a point where you can't repair it no more, then that means that it's time for that brick has no purpose. If it takes you more time to build this brick up to make it perfect to be in your new foundation, that's letting you know you've already exhausted too much energy in it already. It has served its purpose. That serves for people, places, things, ideas, especially ideas, the self-doubt, the the all of your inner, what do you call them? Subconscious mantras. Everybody has one. I am not worthy. I am not heard. I'm not beautiful. I am not loved. Whatever you have, that particular ideology, honestly, is the main thing that you have to make sure that you are controlling. Because if that is not right, I'm not gonna say it's not right. If that is not positive, it's gonna be hard for you to maintain a high vibration. You're not gonna be in a high vibration all the time, but if you keep this inner mantra of correcting your inner dialogue, then subconsciously your vibrations will be easier and easier to maintain. So then you don't feel like you gotta take a spiritual bath every day, or you gotta listen to Abraham Hicks every day, or you have to listen to a motivational speaker every day, because you will internally be that motivational speaker for yourself without doubt. And yes, it's okay to hear it, to reaffirm, but eventually when you get those inner messages right, you don't need that outside of affirmation. That is what's wrong. Okay, Spirit, I'm talking too fast. That is what is wrong with a lot of us. Okay, we always are seeking an external validation and motivation, and it's a big business. I mean, the self-help community is a big business, and me as a reader, of course, I want my readers to come back to me and, trusting me to help their situations, but I by no means want someone that's reaching out to me every single month to be like, okay, I'm thinking about doing this job. I don't know, because, and then they need me to validate their decisions. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you in times when you get stuck and to get the ball rolling. Then it's up to you to do the rest of the work. I don't want you dependent on me, just like I don't want to be dependent on any of the readers that I watch. We all have the tools inside of us. Yes, readers sometimes have are empaths, or they have a higher consciousness, maybe through their gifts, but we all have gifts. Okay, we all have that inner knowing. When you're like sitting somewhere and someone walks in the room, or you're walking down a path and you just feel like you shouldn't be there. We all have that. You don't have to call Miss Cleo to find out if you should not be in a certain situation. Most of the times we already know. So know better and do better, okay? They got to go hand in hand. Ready but waiting. There is an opportunity that's coming your way that it's going to test you, and these fragments, it's going to test your inner worth. It's going to test if you really about what you say you're about, because it's not going to come if you don't believe that it's for you. So I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to miss out on any of my opportunities, okay? So make sure that you leave these broken bricks alone. So I know a lot of people had their exes and stuff pop up, myself included. Have your exes pop up, or the exes that you know you need to get rid of them, or transmute the relationship. If it's no longer supposed to be romantic, don't let it be romantic. Don't even think about that. Sometimes their relationship will change. Maybe they're just supposed to be your business partner now. Now, I'm not saying make relations into something new, but if you feel like it's something that you want to keep in your life, keep it, repurpose it. But something is coming that's going to be so big that your ego and your inner negative self-talk is going to be like, this can't be for me. And if you fail that test, it won't be. Don't fail the test. Be like, when you see it, be like, oh, I've been waiting on you. Thanks. I take that, and we're going to keep it moving. So I'm going to pull one more card. I said it was going to be 30 minutes. It is almost 30 minutes. See, look at me. I said that before I even started the video. And then I was like, no, it's not. Now look, it's 25 minutes. Pretty much 30 minutes. Okay? Last card. Universe. What is the overall thing that they can pull from? What is the strength that they can pull on for August? And this is everybody. And actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a mid-month reading too. So I'm going to come back on the 15th and do a mid-month. So let's say this is an overview of the... This is the overview of the month, but I will do a mid-month and an end of month, okay? So, consistency. That's what you can pull on. The things that you have been consistent about, this is going to be your bread and butter. This is what you fall back on. This is when all the stuff seems like it's not going right. Your consistency is going to be your foundation. You can pull from that, okay? Pull from that consistency. If you've been writing your mantras on your little sticky notes or writing on your mirrors or listening to, I don't know, a meditation or whatever you've been doing that has been able to keep you motivated, lean on that at this time. This is what is going to push you through this new season and make you a better person. The new moon that was in July that happened on the 31st, we're still kind of seeing or feeling residual energy from that. That was a time of closing karmic cycles and patterns. So I say all that to say is we're in a new season. Be in this new season. Don't reach back. There's nothing there for you. There's nothing there for you. I'm talking to somebody. There's nothing there for you, okay? So, stay consistent. This is going to be your saving grace, so they say. All right, but overall, August, I mean, I don't see not one negative card in here. The only one I see is this fragments card, and that's more, not even negative. It's just like, don't do it. Don't reach back. Everything else is positive. Core, potential, stretch, brilliance, rediscovery, clarity, formation, ready but waiting, consistency. They're all positive. The only thing is, don't fall back into old patterns. And don't let your old beliefs encroach on your new life that you're building. All right, guys. Once again, that's all I have for you. I hope this was helpful. I will come back and do a mid-month and an end-of-month for you guys in the next coming weeks because I'm going to be out here manifesting too, honey. And please like, share, subscribe my videos. If you know anybody interested in a service, please let them know about me. My Cash App has changed. I do still have the other one, but that phone is broken, so I can't access it. So my new Cash App is $healing, HEALING, NIA, NIA, okay? So that is my new Cash App. Everything else is the same. Email, still the same. Instagram, same. Facebook, same. Everything's the same. Okay? Thank you so much for being with me. And I just feel that this is going to reach so many people. And I'm so excited for this new phase of our lives because we're in this together. We're all a part of this universe. And when we all vibrate higher, it's better for the universe. Okay? So I will see you guys very soon. Peace and love. Ashe.